Hey there, Wastelander, and welcome to Fallout on Tabletop. Today we'll continue a series we've started with a bit ago about looking at the Fallout miniatures that one can use for Fallout factions, as well as Fallout Wasteland Warfare. We have looked at the pack and the operators that are available in the Nuka World two-player starter set for Fallout factions, as well as their own standalone boxes. And today we'll take a look at the last of the Nuka World gangs with the Disciples. This is like the standard box that you can get these or the other two gangs I previously mentioned in, and as well as some of the other plastic kits available for both Wasteland Warfare or Fallout factions. So in this video, we'll just take a look at everything that is on the sprue as the number of those options, what you all get, isn't really stated like on the box or the website. And so if you are looking for Fallout factions, how to equip them, or even Fallout Wasteland Warfare, or just any Fallout miniatures, and are interested in to know like what you get included in the box besides enough heads and legs and torsos to make 10 models, this video will go over everything that is on the sprue in that regard. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around for the rest of the video. And if you're interested in more Fallout related content, you can like and subscribe for more. Otherwise, let's take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here we have the box for the Raider gang, the Disciples, from Fallout 4's expansion DLC, Nuka World. This is also one of the three gangs that originally was available in the two-player starter set for Fallout factions, Nuka World, although this was the third faction that was not in the starter set. But as you can see, you can get it in its very own box. It does come with 10 hard plastic multi-part miniatures, which you do get the 10 bases, although they are the standard kind of black, unadorned, non-scenic bases. So the basing you see here is what they've added, so you'll have your own options for that. We'll also note that this is compatible with Fallout factions and Fallout Wasteland Warfare, so regardless of what game system you're using by Modiphius, you can use this box. So once we get it open, normally it is shrink wrap, but I've already done and taken care of that. You will get a booklet that will have the stats for in-game for both of the games, so Fallout factions and Wasteland Warfare, and it will have several options for how to put together the model, as well as what the model is called in either of the game systems. A lot of times you'll see three different options for the champions in Fallout factions, and then typically two options for the different kind of grunts, at least in Fallout factions, or like the chaff models. So you have these different options, though do note that with a lot of these multi-part plastic kits, as you can see, once you get the torsos and heads on, arms should be pretty compatible across all of these. So even though some of these might show only quote unquote 2 weapon options for this torso, a lot of the pieces are pretty compatible. So if you have like this torso, you could still like maybe put this gun combo on this torso and vice versa. So you may need a little bit of extra filler or gap filler for that, but otherwise nothing too complex. Or you can always just follow the directions as is. And as we've stated before, you do get your bases. You get 10 of them. Here they just put 5 each in 2 bags, but there's still 10. And then you do get 2 sprues with all of the pieces on there. So now we'll go over all of the weapon options, although you do get, obviously heads, legs, torsos, and you do get kind of extra base filler for your models as well. And that's been consistent with the other 2 factions as well. So like you can see here where you have like some Nuka bottles, pistols, knives. These are just like kind of debris to add to your base, as well as some loose weapons we'll go over. But now we'll go ahead and get into the weapon options. Okay, so starting off here, just changing up to see if this works better for seeing everything. But we'll go ahead and get started first with the melee weapons available. The Disciples are pretty well known for the various melee weapon options that they have. They do have a lot of knives in hand, so we can see like right here with this piece that we have a knife in hand, and you will get a number of those. You'll get actually 5 different knives in hand, so you can see like another one here as well, and another one right here, and even another one right there. So you get 5 knives in hand for your Disciples to wield, and then you get 4 loose knives. So here you can add just these to like their hips, bases, or if you just want to leave them on the sprue for some other project, those are all viable options. Next up, for the hand weapons or melee weapons, the knives do just count as hand weapons in Fallout factions at least. The other melee weapon that they have is the machete, as you can see an example here with the machete in hand. So you do get 2 machetes in hand, and you do get 2 loose machetes as well, for a total of 4. So you get a total of 9 knives, 5 of which are wielded in hand, 4 of which of them are loose. And then you get 2 machetes in hand and 2 loose machetes to round out your melee options. Next up, going to the ranged weapons, we'll start with some pistols. So we have the humble 10mm pistol here in hand. You can see another one as well. You actually get 3 of those, so you get 3 10mm pistols in hand to model your weapon, or to model your crew with. Then you do get a kind of unique pistol option for the Disciples, at least compared to the other factions we've seen from Nuka World, and that is the 44 caliber pistol, 44 Magnum. You can see it's got the little scope. It is a revolver type weapon. So that is only available as an option for your leader of your crew, and since you can only have 1 leader, at least in Fallout factions, that's why you only do get 1 of this pistol. Moving on to more pistols in the pistol family, we do have the humble pipe pistol, and that we can see here, and another example here, although we do get 3 of those in the box. So we get 3 of these, as well as 7 loose pipe pistols and pipe revolvers. You can see a few of them down here. Again, just like the knives, you can add them to the base or to the model, or just keep them on the sprue, whichever you would like to do. Next up, into the larger gun category, we do have the handmade rifle. And the handmade rifle is going to have some variety, but here we can see an example of at least one. You can see it's kind of got a look similar to like maybe an AK-47. Going to have a longer clip. The stock here, that's pretty rudimentary with a like open to the air like that, but you do get 3 handmade rifles for your crew. Next up, we have some hunting rifles, which are unique again to the Disciples, at least amongst the Fallout Nuka World gangs. And with the hunting rifle, we can see one of them, at least right here. And you can see it's kind of like a older looking kind of, hunting rifle, more of like a lever or bolt action weapon. Still's got that full stock here, longer barrel. You can see even another one here. It is a 2-handed weapon. And you do get 3 of these hunting rifles. Next up, we do have the light handmade rifle. And the light handmade rifle is going to look similar to this. The light handmade rifle compared to the handmade rifle typically does not have a stock and does have a knife bayonet attached to it, because it does have like a bladed keyword, at least in Fallout Factions. So there is a reason for it to be modeled like this. So there is an in-game effect for having a bayonet. And so you do get two light handmade rifles. Next up, we do have some similar looking scoped weapons, and we can see both of them right here. And technically speaking, these are two different guns, although as we've seen with combat rifles and combat shotguns, most people aren't going to be able to tell the difference between them from a distance or even up close, no matter how much you tell them. And technically speaking, we have a marksman handmade rifle, which tends to be this weapon here that's a little bit smaller, less well made. You can see there's like even some like tape on the stock. And then we have a precision hunting rifle here, a little bit more well made than the handmade rifle. The handmade rifle typically in game being one that's like put together, obviously handmade, and the hunting rifles being relics of pre-war days. But you only get one each of these weapons, or again, you can likely do both of them as the same. Although, again, typically it's champions that get like the precision hunting rifle. So you'll typically not have as many of these in your crew anyway. Moving on to some more common items, or at least weapons that we have more than just one each here on the sprue. We have the Ranger's hunting rifle. And the Ranger's hunting rifle is going to be similar to our regular hunting rifle. Similar like look to the stock and barrel and everything, a little bit larger of a clip, but specifically compared to the regular hunting rifle, it does have this bayonet, kind of like the light handmade rifle. So standard hunting rifle, no bayonet. Ranger's hunting rifle, bayonet. You do get two of these in here, unlike you do get three of the regular hunting rifle. And then next up in the rifle category, we do have the short hunting rifle. And so you can see it's similar to the hunting rifles we've seen, although here's another Ranger hunting rifle. It's clearly just shorter. So it's a more of a pistol grip weapon, and you do get two of those in the box and on the sprue. And then rounding out all of the weapons, we'll go with our more unique weapon options right here. We can see a missile launcher, although as of now in both the Nuka World starter set booklet and in the most recent update with the crew folio, the missile launcher is not a viable option in Fallout Factions for the Disciples, although it is an option you can equip your models with in Wasteland Warfare. And then rounding out the rifles that are unique, we have a syringer, although we saw that with the operators as well. And we do have here a plasma rifle, whereas the operators had a plasma pistol. Here we have the longer plasma rifle. And again, you only get one of each of these three unique weapons. Last but not least, we'll look at the grenades. And we've seen a few of them already. We have seen a few already on sprue. So you get some frag grenades here, just two of them, although the Disciples don't have the frag grenade option in Fallout Factions. It is something you can do in Wasteland Warfare. We do have another 3 bundles of frag grenades of 3 bundles of 3. Again, not an option in Fallout Factions, at least. Here we have 3 bundles of 2 Nuka grenades, and Nuka grenades are something that the Disciples can have, at least in Fallout Factions as well as Wasteland Warfare. It is a unique grenade available to them that, as of right now, no other faction has, so that's pretty cool. You do get 3 of those loose. You get 3 of these here. You get the other 3 available there with the frag grenades. There we go. And you do get a grenade in hand to be throwing with your models. We can see it right here as well, turning it around a little bit better to see this model, or this arm has the Nuka grenade in hand to be throwing. You just get one of those on the sprue with a grenade in hand. Otherwise, all your other grenades are just loosey-goosey that you can add into like the model's legs or hips or back or something, or just on the base. And there we though have everything that is on the sprue weapon-wise and the quantity of those. And we'll see after this is done, we'll have the printed list available as well. All right, and so there we had a look at the contents of the Fallout miniature box for the Raider Gang, the Disciples, seeing all the different melee and ranged and grenade options available. And there are still enough heads, legs, arms, and torsos to make 10 models. You get the 10 bases. And we didn't really go over them, but there is a number of little miscellaneous bits and bobs that you can add to spruce up your basing as well. They're not in-game effects or anything like that. They're just parts to add a little bit of extra scenery to your base, but those are included just like there are included in the operators and the pack. They're themed for the Disciple with like their gang affiliation and everything like that. But if you are now interested in picking up a box of the Disciples for yourself, there is going to be an affiliate link down below in the description that you can check out and purchase a copy of this box for yourself. And if this and other Fallout factions and other Fallout related content is something you're interested in, you can like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks.